Hello everyone, we're back. Dr. Anime's here, and we're going to be discussing events that happened in My Hero Academia, chapter 294. The title was Last Stage. So this has to be like the very last part of this conflict that we're in right now. Like after the next couple of chapters, this should be done. At least this part of it. And then like the aftermath could be like after that. So this chapter opens up with various heroes in an injured state. Like Eraserhead, Endeavor, stuff like that. Like they're all injured. Some of them are being taken care of by other heroes. Some of them might be dead. Like I know one of them for sure is dead. The one who saved who was in the explosion. Like he died like a long time ago. Other ones are missing limbs. Some are just unconscious. Just their stamina's out, or they're succumbing to whatever injuries that they have. So right now they need some healing. But we have Best Genus who's still holding on to Machina or Machia. There we go. And he states that each hero is like a string, and they might be weak and flimsy by themselves, but when they come together, they could create a strong rope. So each one of them played an important role in buying time for Machia to succumb to the effects of the anesthetic drug that Class 1A and Class B work together to throw in his mouth. So as that happening, Mero is fighting a Nomu who he states is fast and tenacious, and it looks huge, like its arm and everything. And we saw that it didn't attack that create like not like craters, but you know, like when a strong opponent like punched towards the ground and like it like comes up like this, and it made like a whole row like that. But Mero could go intangible, so he could go right through that. So he's saying that the other heroes nearby can't handle this one because they're all injured. So he himself can't really do it himself, because his attacks aren't going to be able to one-shot these things. So as he's doing that, we have Mr. Compress also being like restrained. Him, Shigaraki, who's unconscious, Spinner, they're all being contained by Best Genus, who's just holding them all, because he now has more focus to focus on them, as well as the Mishia, who's losing his energy and strength. So as that's happening, Mr. Compress is talking about how he can't reach anything. So like he can't reach his whole his body to like compress himself. And well, I mean, he can't really compress himself because I don't think he could come back. I mean, he could, but like he can't like reach for like his arm to like compress that to make that get out the way. So the only thing he could really touch is his own butt. So he does that, and it pretty much carves that out, which gives him more leeway to escape from the cloth strings and stuff that was binding him, and he escapes. And Best Genus mentions how he might be escaping, but that wound is fatal. So he compressed both Shigaraki and Spinner until Spinner in a short while try to wake up Shigaraki. So he compressed them into like small little beetles, and then he's trying to not really escape with them, but like get out of the area that he's in, which has more heroes around it. So as he's passing, he sees another an ally of his, like another villain there, and like, you're escaping, like help me out too. And I think he just ignores them because he's more focused on Shigaraki. And we get more of a backstory for him, where he would, when the whole current hero system came about, he would he would steal from the what he considered greedy heroes and give and redistribute it to the people. So he was like a Robin Hood type figure. And he said that his family had a long wait. Okay, sorry, I thought I heard something. Had a long await like family tradition of exposing the corrupt. So in his views, the heroes are corrupted because the heroes are getting rich, whereas regular people aren't. So that does lead me to wonder, like, in what way would they consider the heroes corrupt? Because from what we've seen, the heroes do sacrifice their life, their well-being, to help others by fighting against people who misuse quirks. Now, it's interesting to see that he doesn't view people who use their quirks to steal, hurt, or kill people as being the corrupted. Even though they're pretty much doing the same things that criminals without powers have been doing for centuries. Except these people have powers, special abilities to help them accomplish those goals. So I find it interesting that he views the heroes who are working to try to stop this as corrupt, because they're making money off of being heroes. And we know that what's his name? Dang it. Spinner he has the same ideals as Stain, where like a hero shouldn't be someone who looks for wealth or for publicity or anything like that. It should be someone who goes out helping people just because that's the right thing to do. And that's why he didn't want to kill Deku, because he viewed Deku and All Might as true heroes. Now I'm wondering if Mr. Compress also has that view. Well, I know he came about because he was inspired by Stain, just like Spinner, but Spinner was like just the foremost person speaking about that. So I guess he views it as people who make money off of the quirks, saying over the using the word of being heroes is something that's corrupt. But the way I see it, that there wouldn't need to be a hero system in place if there wasn't already people misusing their quirks. To continue where I left off, sorry, I had to go handle something, but Shoto and Toya, aka Dabi, were still fighting. So both of them are preparing to use Flash, Fire, Fist, Jet Burn, and Dabi is obviously stronger. He's older, so he had more time to train and practice. So he overpowers Shoto, leaving him not unconscious. I think he was still conscious, but like he was slipping in and out of consciousness. I think he was like on the ground, and Dabi chose not to kill Shoto because Endeavor was already passed out, and he wanted it to be something that Endeavor actually sees with his own eyes. So he goes he starts to like withdraw a little bit, and Mr. Compress places his goals in Shigaraki because he himself is like, he has a fatal wound, so he's like gonna die unless someone heals him in some type of way. So he releases Spinner and Shigaraki, and it like zooms in on Shigaraki in one of the panels. So I think Spinner's gonna try to wake him up so that Shigaraki does some type of thing, probably use his powers to corrode everything to make people, the heroes, like fall back. But Mr. Compress unmasks himself, so we actually get to see his face as the chapter ends. So seeing all that made me think, okay, wait, I was like, have we seen him before? At first I was like, is he one of the cops? I wasn't sure because like I felt like we might have seen him before, but then I don't really know. Maybe it's just that we never seen him. I don't know. I still want All Might to come. Like I want him to be healed by Eri and come back in action, because I feel like if he came back, like I don't know what they're gonna do, because Dabi pretty much is pretty much gonna cause some type of big issue. Now there's gonna be people saying like second guessing the hero structure, because there was already people like saying stuff about it, like, oh, the heroes are, we put so much hopes in heroes or something like that. Like there was already talk about it. So, but I don't understand, like, what's their other choice? If you take away all the heroes, you just leave the bad people and then normal cops. What's gonna happen now? The people who are evil are gonna do evil things, and there's not gonna be anyone there to stop them. So I understand if they're second guessing the hero structure, maybe wanna in place new rules or something, but to remove it or to make it in a way to where it discourages people from wanting to be heroes, I don't think they should do that, because it's like if you do that with cops, then you have less cops. Now you could offer better training, for example, but we already see that from Class 1A and Class B that they're getting great training. Like, they're getting good training. It's just that it's not so easy, black and white. And it's not like these heroes have really been going around killing villains. Like, that's like we see Hawk do that, but that's also like a last ditch effort of like, if there's nothing else to do, that's what they're gonna do. Like how cops would not supposed to do it unless, their life or someone else's life is threatened. So it's very political, and I don't know where they're gonna go from here, because I don't know whether. Part of me is wondering if Shigaraki might break out the previous One for All, and then it would be them two against Deku and All Might. That would be crazy. But I feel like there needs to be like a time skip. It has to be where Deku is able to better master his quirks, get all for one to not the previous one, but the Shigaraki, get him to like be hurt to where he needs maybe years to heal, or he needs months to heal, but then he needs more months to learn how to use his powers properly to where it won't affect him as badly. That would give Deku time to train, give Eri time for her horn to like grow more, and possibly bring back All Might. But I don't know if we're gonna get a time skip, because it seems like there's gonna be more issues between the hero structure and how the villains are. Like, I don't know what's gonna go on next. Usually, like, I could somewhat have an idea and guess, but like this one, I really don't have a good concrete idea of what's gonna happen. Let me know what you think is gonna happen next down in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. This is crazy.